Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. It's your girl Fatima.
And it's your girl, Mariama.
And this is
Fur and Cocoa. Hey, sister.
Hey girl.
What's up, girl?
What's up?
I'm loving the fit, girl.
You like my vibes?
I know
I did the
vibes.
black with the boots. These boots always give like high fashion.
Yeah, they do. Like, I'm loving the fit right now.
Thank
What
you.
inspired you?
I always love a simple like black look,
Mm-hmm.
but just a touch of just something that just pizzazz.
Yeah.
And I feel like this outfit kind of did that.
Yeah, it's a touch of edge, touch of sass, touch
Yeah.
of class.
Such a
three.
ass.
Okay.
What about you? What inspired your look today?
It's giving very angel energy.
Oh,
It's giving very much, Yeah.
You're no angel,
Oh, yeah.
baby.
Yeah, definitely giving angel energy.
Love.
And I just feel like I'm just very much in my soft girl era right now.
Oh, soft, feminine, sexy,
Exactly.
sleek. I've been telling you lately, you've been giving real bombshell.
Really?
Yeah, that's the vibes I get. Like, welcome the new bombshell to the villa.
Period. Yeah. Okay. How about the soundtrack of your life right now?
Soundtrack
What
of
is your mood right now?
my mood. I'm not gonna lie, I've been liking like R&B with like that jazzy vibe. A song that kind of comes to mind that kind of fits that. Actually, no, I'm taking that back. I've been in my R&B bag,
Mm-hmm.
and one song that is just not getting off my playlist right now is "Folded" by Kehlani.
Ooh.
I just can't turn a skip on that one.
Yeah.
That one, it just hits every time.
Correct.
She figured it out.
Yeah, she had all the recipe, like all the ingredients in that song.
Mm-hmm.
That should better get a Grammy.
I hope so.
Like,
She deserves that.
She deserves that one.
It's
I'm not
so
gonna lie.
silly.
What? It's so many. Yeah. Shout out to my girl Kehlani. We love you.
What about you? What song track describes your vibe this week?
I would say I love Janae Aiko. That's my Pisces sister.
I love you.
We actually like a day apart on birthdays.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's our birthday twin.
I know, right? Shout out to Janae. But I love the song Calm and Patient.
Oh.
Yeah, I think like these new singles she's been dropping, like she's been dropping singles and hasn't really been dropping an album, but she dropped that song like I think last year, maybe the year before last, and it's very much my vibe. And I can see where she's at, where she's in like more of a peaceful place in her life. Peaceful place. You see what we're talking about here?
Yes, that.
And no, I actually didn't even mean to do that, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
That's actually the perfect pivot to today's conversation,
Exactly.
today's topic.
Yeah,
Because today we'll be talking about the price of peace.
Ooh, very
Peace
expensive.
is not free. It costs comfort, old habits, sometimes even people you love and care about. Choosing your peace means choosing yourself sometimes. So let's just hop right into it. What does peace mean to you?
I think peace means honoring yourself and honoring your word and kind of just putting all your trust into what feels right to you in that moment and choosing that all the time and like making that choice intentionally about choosing happiness and whatever feels right to you. And it may not make sense to everybody else and it's not supposed to. Yeah. What about you?
Peace to me means chamomile tea on a slow morning, a really good breakfast, going for a walk. It means being active, being in the gym, sticking to my routine. It means, being able to be around people who don't put a lot of pressure on me to show up, but just to be.
Yeah.
Being able to just live in the present moment, eat my gluten-free meals.
Are you gluten-free?
Oh, yeah, I'm gluten-free right now.
So you don't eat bread?
I eat bread, but just gluten-free bread.
Ah.
Yeah, girl.
Does it taste the same?
Sometimes.
You gotta tell me which one to eat.
And then just like, having like that good home cooked dinner, getting ready to just get cozy and just vibed and just not having to answer to the pressures of the world all the time.
Yeah.
And putting myself in position to do that.
Yeah, I love that. And like as you were explaining it, I was picturing all of that in my head, and that just sounds like a good time to me, girl. Listen. And also putting your phone on D&D and just checking out and checking into you. Period.
Yes.
Was there a moment where you felt like your piece offended someone?
I
I say that to say too, like, I feel like I should have gave some backstory. I say that to say, like, sometimes, and you kind of touched on it in the beginning where you said sometimes peace will cost you some people in your life.
yeah.
And a lot of the times it'd be like the people closest to you that may not understand or may not want to, like, maybe honor your boundaries in that moment. And a lot of the times it may seem like to someone else it is offensive to them.
Yeah.
And so I wonder, like, if there a time where it felt like to that person it offended someone, and what did you do about it, or how did you act on that?
Yeah, I feel like when people I would say like I would say like, sometimes when people want you to come to like a specific event or a gathering and you just are in a space of just choosing peace, I feel like maybe there has been a time or two where I don't know, you guys really wanted me to come out and I'm just like, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I gotta stay home today. Like I have to chill, I have to vibe. I had a crazy week. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to say you guys were offended, but it was just definitely like I guess like a letdown moment. So yeah, sometimes peace does offend people, but I never cared.
Yeah. No, facts. And I also
That's not true. I do care, but it's just like sometimes I just can't. I just can't care.
Yeah. You have to choose you, girl. Listen.
Sometimes.
And sometimes that the feeling is also the same too. I know there's been plenty of moments you probably invited me out and I'm like, I can't do it, Fatima.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think before it used to be like a no, like you have to. But then it's
You so
like,
lame.
yeah, you grandma.
Come on, grandma, get out here.
Very much peer pressure.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because we've mutually gone through those
Yeah.
seasons in those testaments in time, and it's just like, okay, now I understand why you be needing that.
Yeah.
And it's just an understanding thing. So
Yeah. And then even like sometimes peace can offend like your family, like your parents sometimes, or like maybe even your boss, or, it could get, that's kind of when it's like, whoa, you really have to kind of stand on business and stand on boundaries, and just, even with those people that you're not supposed to, or they see it as like disrespectful in a way, But that's all I have to say about that one. So,
Okay. Well, can you describe a pivotal moment where you feel like you found peace?
I feel like I found peace when I got my own place. Getting your own place and kind of leaving the nest in a way. And I guess that's one of the things I felt like my mom was like very like looked down upon, like, you're moving out. But then after a while she was like, go, you gonna really move out, go. But then I really moved out and she was like, you really moved out.
Yeah.
But like now it's like we love having our own spaces. And we're actually like very, like, I think it made our relationship even stronger, like even better. Like we can kiki on the phone, like girlfriends for hours, and like still be very close in proximity to each other. But I definitely think moving out and having my own space, my own comfort, my own sanctuary. I love having like my own place.
Yeah.
And it's very much like grown energy and just very much peaceful,
Having your own place is just like having your own solitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
where it
love
returns back to. Me too. What about you?
A pivotal moment that where I feel like I found peace is when I learned how to say no, and like seeing the repercussions of it, and like going through that growth phase of it all, like saying no and seeing what saying no brought, like that energy that it brought. And like, I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with this.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just say no.
Yeah.
For real. And then it brings this level, and it's like you standing on saying no and seeing how people actually it's not the negative effect that you would think all the time, but it's more so a respect thing too. Like,
Yeah.
you're saying no, and that bringing respect to you, and then the people around you respecting the fact that you said no. Like, you stand on something and it went through, and it brings a peaceful experience. So
No is a complete sentence.
no is a complete sentence. And I used to live in a space where I was always people pleasing, and I was always wanting to be there for people because I felt like that was the way you have to show love.
Yeah.
And that's not always true.
Yeah.
That's not always true. You can say no and still have love for the person that you're saying no to. They will have to shift and pivot and figure out a different way, but that can help them grow in a way because you're not always their crutch. And
Yeah.
that'll help you grow in a way because now you standing on business. Now you standing on your boundaries, and now you standing on your respect. And now you have a newfound peace because you're not dragged into something that you didn't want to do in the first place.
Yeah, I definitely resonate with that. And I feel like when you say no to be on the other person on the other side has to also have like their own boundaries, have their own like
Yeah.
standards for having peace and not like people pleasing or whatever the case is, to fully understand like, okay, I don't take it personal. Like, this is what she's going with, or like she says no and I have to honor and I have to respect that.
Yeah.
But it takes a person to like also do that for themselves. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
100%.
Because a lot of the times, like there's people that will take offense to it, maybe because they don't understand. They probably don't have their own boundaries. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it takes growth on both ends, and also just not taking things personal. That's one thing that I've learned as I've navigated my 20s is just not to take things personal.
Yeah.
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 It's not about you.
It's not all the time.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
Yeah. It's not that deep.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. What did you feel like recently you had to lose to gain peace?
I transitioned recently to a different job,
Okay.
and I had to lose a sense of like security in a way in order to transition to that new position. I had to lose like that feeling of like, okay, this is my structure, and like just kind of remove that from my foundation and like live in a space of uncertainty for a while because the job that I was in, it was not bringing me peace. It was really ruining, like, it was ruining me in the worst way. It was such a toxic work environment. Um, yeah, and it was having a negative impact on me, on my health. Ooh, and just how I showed up.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the person I was becoming with like while being in that job. So I had to let it go.
Yeah, you gotta let that thing go. You gotta cut that thing off at the head, okay? I'm glad that you did that, and I'm glad that you definitely seem much more happier
I am.
with this new career, even though it might be more challenging, but
Yeah.
you feel more happier.
For sure.
Like, that's very important. I think that for me, what did I have to lose to gain peace? I think I had to lose like my old self, like my old identity, my old belief system, my old limiting beliefs, just to like break free from whatever past traumas were holding me back as a person in order to like evolve. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And like at one point you just have to just be fed up and just say like enough is enough. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And they always say like insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I think it just takes like a lot of therapy, a lot of like self-awareness, self-introspection, and really just getting to know self and mastering the art of self and knowing who it is that you want to be and what doesn't serve you anymore. A lot of the bad habits and just limiting beliefs just no longer serve me anymore. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I will say that trauma, I'm glad that you made it on the other side of it because sometimes when you have trauma, sometimes you're showing up in the world in survival mode. and you don't even realize that you use these tactics that got you through whatever trauma that you experience just so that you can get through it. And that's just living your life on survival mode.
Yeah.
And it's not really living your life to your true capacity because you're just you always feel like you're fighting for your life. And then your reality becomes a fight for your life because you haven't truly processed or you know, closed out that trauma version of yourself.
Yeah, and, like, the loop just keeps on going.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so the things just keep piling on. And I feel like going through a real healing process, which it sounds like you have, really just puts you on the other end and it allows you to just grow and shatter through all that person that you was before.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, thank you, and it's definitely something that I'm like, it's not like you're completely healed and everything's fine.
Of
Like,
course.
it's like a journey. It's a lifelong journey. But I've definitely made a lot of, strides and can definitely see a change in the woman that I now feel like I'm stepping into. Like, this feels more like me. I feel more like myself. I feel more aligned and in my purpose and just in my essence. I just
Yeah.
wanna be and not have to, survive, but I wanna
Definitely.
thrive, you know?
And I love this version that you're
Thank
becoming. It's
you.
such a beautiful version. And I'm so happy that I always get to witness the best, just to witness you in the evolution of you.
Thank you.
It's such a beautiful experience.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, my friend Coco home, girl.
Okay, so I think we kind of touched on this question here. Um, my next question to you is too much peace toxic?
Ooh,
That is a loaded question.
that's a loaded question because I think it's I don't know if I would say toxic, but I think that sometimes I had to check myself because what I would call peace would be me being avoidant. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the things I'd be like, yeah, I'm just choosing myself. Like, even if it's like sometimes you have to do the hard things or whatever requires some type of hardness or whatever. Sometimes what I feel like is choosing my peace and not wanting to do the thing is really just me avoiding.
Yeah.
But you have to actually go through things to grow through things, you know? What about you?
I feel like too much of anything is toxic. So you always have to have your balances.
Yeah.
And so
Check yourself.
you always have to check yourself.
No.
Yeah, you do. You do. Because having too much of anything could be toxic. And like you, I feel like I had an era, I feel like, where I just went through a phase where I was just like, oh no, I'm choosing me. It's like when you first find that peace.
Yeah.
And like you're new to
This
it.
what this feel like.
Oh, you're new to it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I'm choosing my peace every single time.
Yeah.
Every time. Like it's me, it's peace or it's me and peace or it's nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, at times it could be toxic because sometimes you gotta embrace the chaos because, like you said, it does help you grow and evolve as a person. So yeah, too much of anything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And peace feels good. It's comfortable.
It's comfortable.
It's like a warm blanket.
Yeah.
And sometimes in certain experiences, you have to feel like it's time to shift and move.
Yeah.
And become new.
Definitely. But sometimes in order to get peace, it is uncomfortable because like you said, you have to maybe lose people along the way, make different decisions, quit different habits, whatever. And so when you're going through that process of embracing peace and accepting peace into your life, that can be uncomfortable. And for me, this year, there's been a lot of situations where I had to choose peace, and it was the most uncomfortable feeling. And maybe I could have already, I could have been done whatever I needed to do beforehand, but I think I probably waited too long because I was kind of running from the discomfort. And I think that's toxic. Definitely. That's toxic. And you're not going to grow and evolve like that. But, you're learning. And on the other side of it is a lot of goodness. There's a lot of opportunity. it's a lot of blessings
Yeah.
that come your way.
Okay. Let's get into my favorite segment, Hot Cocoa Questions. My first question, Hot Cocoa question, is pick one. Okay.
Okay.
Are you unbothered? Are you nonchalant? I think that's the same thing as unbothered. Are you unbothered or are you like the life of the party?
I definitely wouldn't say I'm like the life of the party.
Mm.
I'm like,
Pick one.
I don't know if I'm unbothered though either. I mean, I'm definitely more like unbothered, leaning more towards unbothered than life of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like nowadays, I'll like be at a function and like in a corner having a very deep conversation about life and deep shit with somebody in a corner.
That's not unbothered though.
Yeah, that's not unbothered, but it's not life of the party.
So you're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Yeah. What about you?
I feel like I'm more life of the party.
Okay, period.
Yeah, I think I'm life of the party, but sometimes though, because lately I have been unbothered just because I don't know. But normally, I'm the life of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely are the life of the party.
Yeah. I like
You're
to
always the good
fun.
Yeah.
I like to have a blast because it's like I don't go out much.
Yeah.
But when I do go out,
you're going to have a good time.
I'm going to have a time.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. Okay. My next hot cocoa question is, if peace was a bill, what's the most you ever paid? Like blocking someone, quitting a job, leaving that man. What do you think is the most expensive bill you ever paid when it came to leaving when it came to
I'm gonna say all of the above. I left the job for peace.
Ooh.
I left the man for peace.
Ooh.
Um,
You blocked someone for
I blocked someone for peace. I
Get
left
him outta
a
here.
friend for peace.
Get him out of here.
I do it all for peace sometimes. Like, yeah,
It gets that serious.
it gets that deep.
It gets that deep.
What about you?
I would say I'm not really like a blocker. I don't really block people.
Child.
I kind of want to see that person calling me. I don't know.
Child.
I have done the other two. I've quit a job and I left a man for peace because I just had to do that. And you have to just choose yourself. And I'm going to do that every time.
Yeah.
And before, it was more like you said, people-pleasing tendencies or comfortability. But no, let that job go. Let that man go, sis. This is your sign, okay?
Okay, so next hot cocoa question. Okay, so name a time that you did something embarrassing in public, something that you have healed from, and you can laugh at now.
Something embarrassing that I did in public. Like, I've done something embarrassing to, like, with another person. Is that, like, still public or it has to
Yeah,
be?
that's fine. I'm gonna take it.
Okay. I remember, like, one time I text a guy, but I meant to text y'all, but I text him something about him to y'all.
Oh, girl, I didn't do that.
Y'all, I don't know how, but that was like years ago. And I have healed from that. Very embarrassing because he was like, he was like in the other room and like came in and was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, oh God, I sent that to you. That was I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about another friend, whatever. But I've healed from that moment, I think.
Okay.
What about you?
Calling someone else's name.
Ooh. That must sting.
Yeah, but you have to play it off like, I was just on the phone with them. Like, I was just talking to them. And so, my bad. I know how to play it off. Like, I'm a smooth criminal sometimes. So, I figured I finessed my way out of it. But at the end of the day, I was like, my heart was beating out my chest. Like, oh, snap. Did he really believe what I said? Or is he just going along with it?
I feel like you could definitely like finesse your way out of that one.
You can't.
My situation, you can't finesse. I said the person's name in the text.
Ooh.
You can't really finesse that.
Too bad, girl.
Girl, I don't know, girl. It was just going too fast.
Yeah.
But okay, my next hot cocoa question is very plain and simple. Soft life or villain era?
I'm always in my soft life, but if that looks like, if I'm the villain in anyone's character, in anyone's story, I'll take that.
Okay.
I learned to accept that.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm the villain in your story, I'll take it.
Absolute facts. I think I'm in my villain era right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm in my villain era. I'm in my I really don't care. And
Alright.
F what you gotta think, because I'm gonna do me,
Period.
and that's just what it do, and that's just how it be,
Mm-hmm.
because I be doing that thing.
I like that.
But yeah,
We love that.
that's all we
And if you gotta be a villain, you gotta be a villain.
And if you have to be a villain, you have to be a villain. You're gonna be the bad guy in somebody's story.
You always are.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the point of trying to explain myself when you are always going to see me as this version anyways? It's exhausting.
I'm no longer explaining myself. I'm no longer pandering. I'm no longer making anybody feel comfortable. You can choke. And that's just where I'm at with
I
it.
like that. That's so sexy.
Thank you, girl. So sexy and very much still giving angel energy, though, you know?
The vibes.
Yeah. Still giving very much angelic, but angelic villain.
I like that.
Yeah.
Love it, actually. All right. Next question is actually,
I have one more.
what is your most expensive give me 1 second. I got this one.
Okay.
What is your most expensive, what is it called? I'm trying to think of like maintenance. What is your most expensive maintenance that you will not give up for no one?
My facials.
Ooh, your facials.
Yeah. Facials are not cheap, but I'm not giving that up for nobody.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it costs a lot. Okay.
It costs a lot to look this good.
Period. What Beyonce say?
Yeah, period.
What about you?
I'm not letting go of shopping. Like, I love clothes. I love getting me a new wardrobe. I am trying to repurpose my closet right now.
Yeah.
Because I have done a lot of shopping. But me and buying something new, like a new outfit, we're gonna go hand in hand.
It's therapy.
We're locked in.
Yeah. So shopping therapy, retail therapy is a real thing, y'all.
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, my last question is, are your standards high or is your tolerance just low?
Oh.
You have a low tolerance for bullshit, or do you just say you have high standards? Consider yourself having high standards. Yeah,
I think I have a low tolerance for bullshit. And my standards are high too. Like, I think I have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Like, it's real strict over here.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that strict lately, but I think I need to get back on that.
You gotta be. Don't ever loosen up.
I'm not gonna loosen up. I'm not gonna loosen up, but definitely both.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think are my standards high or is my tolerance low? I think my standards are high. But it really is. It's obviously a mixture of both.
Yeah.
I think. But like, I think right now, definitely prioritizing like honoring my standards, standing on business.
Gotta stand
all the time. All the time. Okay.
Period.
And yeah, I think having peace and prioritizing your peace is monumental. It's essential. And you have to honor that part of yourself and choose yourself every single time, right?
Agreed.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a really good episode. We're so happy to have you guys here tuned in. We want to know what peace looks like to you. What are you prioritizing? What did you have to let go? What did it cost you? Right? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next episode. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.